You made one single month, your net income in 1 month. Tell the person next to you what your biggest check has been. Net check, net, not gross, your net check. Net money. How many had a check over $50,000 in 1 month? Nice. 2, 4, 5 people. Over 50 grand. Very nice. Anybody over 100? 1, 2, 3, 4 people. 5. Anybody over 200 in a month? You had a $200,000 check? Me too. 238. Was it bigger than that? Awesome.
It was actually.
How big was your biggest check?
$714,000.
$714,000. Does that make you happy? Now, I tell you what makes me happier than a great big check. A bigger check. 2,000 people at one time. Okay, it was kind of crazy. I never yelled at that many people at once, but I did it. So, what happened when you all talked about your recreation?
Excitement.
You all got happy. So what would happen if you talked to your client about their recreation?
They get
They get happy, which means they are relaxed or tense? Relaxed. So they're relaxed. All your arms dropped. All you went from this to this. Your body's all relaxed down. So what chance is it for me to sell somebody when they're relaxed?
Good. Much better.
Much easier to help a client make a decision when they're relaxed. Very easy. This helps sell. This makes the sale easier. You got to soften up the client so you can sell them. Okay? That's the job. So the last part about Ford is dreams. I asked my client this question. I'm in the mortgage business. Mortgage guys ask this question. Tell me what improvements you're going to make to the house after you move into it. It's the dreams. Where did I put them emotionally?
In the future. In the house already.
In the house already. So do you think the mortgage is an issue? No. They've already moved into the house. So have them with your topic talk about their dreams to what you're selling. Like if you're telling me blinds, say, what do you envision this room looking like when you get new blinds? I know there's a blind salesman here. Where's the blind guy?
Right there. The blind
Okay.
guy's right
I've seen his tag, blind guy. So what would it be like? What would this house be like? Tell me what's going to happen. Describe the decor of the room after you get the new blinds in the house. And they're talking about it and talking. I think they're going to have a hard time buying them then? No. That softens them up. You got to soften them up. You got to get them ready. It's like boxing. You got to jab, so you can do what? So you can knock them out with the right. Okay, you got to knock these clients out. When are they knocked out? When are they knocked out?
When they say yes.
When they sign, right on the bottom line. Bam, Rick, I want to do business with you. I want to go in debt with you, Rick. Loan me $200,000. I'm happy. That's how I want it. I want every time I sit down with a mortgage client, I want it to be a fun experience. When you're doing business, if you're not having fun, you're going to lose them. If it's fun, they'll pay for it. They will pay for it if it's fun. If it's not fun, it better be a great value. You better have your T's and I's dotted. You better be perfect. Okay? I want it to be fun with the client. They're going in debt. What emotional state are they in?
Stress.
They're in fear. What is the emotional state that all clients are in when they make a purchase?
Fear.
Even blinds. We're in fear. What are we afraid of? We're afraid of getting ripped off. We're afraid of, can we afford the house? We're afraid of, are the blinds going to look good? Are my friends going to think they look good? We have fear going on. So we got your job as a salesperson. Here's your new job. I am a fear manager. Doctors are what? Fear managers. Why? I'm afraid I'm sick, or I'm not sick, and I'm afraid you're going to tell me I'm sick. That's the worst thing about going to the doctor. I don't like to go to the doctor because I'm afraid they're going to tell me I'm sick. I'm like, why do I want to go? So I don't go to the doctor, that way I won't ever get sick. That's my philosophy about it, okay? So you gotta be a fear manager. I think it's very important that you manage people's fear. Can you manage people's fear if you're not excited and passionate and having fun about it? That's the key. Most of you don't make enough money because you're not passionate enough. That's the number one thing you need to do to make more money. Like the air lady, she's all passionate. I want to tell everybody about air, why they need fresh air. She's passionate about air. She needs to talk to more people about it. So that's all she needs to do. So that's forward conversation. That's building rapport. You all understand building rapport? If you don't build rapport, you're not going to have a great transaction. What's a great transaction look like? What are some examples of a great transaction?
When you walk out the door and they give you a hug.
They give you a hug, they sign, they give me a name of a referral of somebody else. Throughout the process, what's a great transaction look like through the process? What?
They call you from the phone and they tell you what you do is awesome.
Yeah. Or you call them and things go well, things are going really smooth. This is how a transaction doesn't go well. Michael, what's going on? Where's my doggone mortgage? How come I'm not approved yet? When am I going to get closed? That's not a good transaction. Whenever you have a bad transaction, every one of your transactions, when it didn't go smoothly, guess where the problem was? Up front, you didn't build enough rapport. If you build enough rapport, the people will what?
Trust you.
Forgive you? Very good. You got the second part. The first part they'll do is they'll trust you, but then they'll forgive you when you screw up. That's what building rapport is all about. I learned that early on in life, that I screw up a lot. I fly by the seat of my pants. I'm very emotional. I'm not very tactical. You know, I have staff that does all that, but it still never goes as smooth as I want it to go. I think you should apply for a mortgage and close the next day. That's what I think should happen, and it just doesn't happen like that. Okay? So it's just all the stuff in between drives me crazy. The operational stuff in between drives me crazy. So for me, you know, I want to make sure that they have good rapport up front so they will forgive me. Because I'm going to say this a lot. My wife says I say this too much. I'm sorry, dear. I'm sorry. I should have called. I'm sorry. I said I'd be home at 6. I got home at 6:30. She says I'm the master apologizer. Most of you are not apologizing enough because you're not screwing up enough. Can you make a lot of money if you don't screw up?
No.
No. You got to screw up to make a lot of money. I get guys all the time. They're like perfectionists. They're afraid to make a mistake. Every file is perfect. The details is like color coordinated. I mean, they spend so much time getting it to turn in, they could be getting 10 more. So I spend my time on client accumulation. That's what I'm about, accumulating new clients, you know. Financial planner back there. Rick, I wanted to hook you up and invite you to something. He hasn't called me yet in like 2 months. I had like 20 people call me from the last talk, went to lunch, got a bunch of loans out of it. Got one guy came to work for me from the last time I talked from Manesh. It was good. I like it when people call me. I want to be called a lot. To be called a lot, you got to put yourself out there a lot. You got to network, got to be exposed, you got to talk, you got to help people. You have to be helping people, has to be the key. Have to help other people. That's it. If people dislike my style, which a lot do they still deal with me?
Yes.
Why?
Because
I'm going to get the deal done, for one, because I'm a terror, I'm a bulldog. I'm going to get it done, that's one thing, I'm an expert. But more important than that, why do they? Yes. Why?
You get the job done.
Because they feel it that I care about them. They feel it that I want them to make more money, that I want them to have a better life. I do. Like every client I get, I can't stand it when people have debt. I'm like, attack them. Why do you have this credit card? Listen to this CD about me yelling about how to pay your bills on time. We got to cut these credit cards up. We got to get out of debt. And I'm the one putting them in debt. I'm getting them a mortgage. I'm getting them even more in debt. You got to care about your clients. And you know what the funny part is? You know what the sad part is? You all do. But you know what the problem is? What do you think the problem is? Think your clients know you care? No.
No.
They don't. Do you know why? You're not passionate. You're not serious enough. You're not asking the tough questions. You're not calling them out. I mean, you know, Bill Russell was one of the greatest basketball players of all time. One of the most famous, won 11 world championships. He said there's 3 A's to success: appetite, aptitude, and attitude. And that really boils down to everything that we're talking about right here. So you got to build rapport. We talked about that. That's how you build trust and you get forgiveness. Okay? You got to build rapport. It's kind of like every client for me is a date. Why is every client a date? Why?
they're all important.
They're all important. I got to get to know them. I got to compliment their shoes, Michael. I got to tell them nice things. You got to have a date. You got to find things you like about them and get to know them. You got to connect with them. Building rapport is such a key. Step 3 of a sale. Step 3 of a sale. You must close. If you are loan reps in this room, I want you to come work for me or hire me as your coach. One of those 2 things, I will improve your business. I will make you more money. Whether you work for me or you hire me as your coach, doesn't matter. I got 9 people in Michigan that I coach. They pay me $2 grand a month. I fix their business. I got 15 people that work for me, loan reps. So you either work for me or Hire me as a coach and I will improve your business. I guarantee it. That is a what?
Promise.
That's a close. All closes are promises.